What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, everybody out there, it's Phil20. Well, you know, after a period of time, I decided, and even as much as I hated to, I'm gonna have to get the tripod. So, for instance, you know, I've got the damaged lens on the Sony camera, and things happen because of the lens. Let me adjust the light here. So I decided to get this thing. It's, you know, I didn't want to buy it, and I did. This is going to help stabilize my camera so it don't fall forward. Now you can see this is a video tripod. So it's got what they call a fluid head, and supposedly it's the cheapest fluid head you can get. Supposedly you can put like 25 pounds on the top of this thing. It's got a balance adjustment for it, and it's pretty nice. You can slide it off, slide it back on, and there's two different attachments for this. So you can put two different attachments on there, but also you can take one of them out. There's, you know, like there's a notch, so you can take one of them out, whichever one you don't want. And that seems to be kind of cool. It's got a locking mechanism here. You just slide it on, and it won't slide back off. But once you get it, you know, tightened down, let's say I tighten it down with this screw, you know, it's not going to move anymore. But these are going to rattle. If you're filming, it'll be rattling if you don't take one of them out. So you know, put it up in case you get another camera that fits it. It's so smooth. Watch this. You can see how smooth it really is. So panning shots are going to be way better from here on out. You got some really nice panning shots. It's, you know, an ideal YouTuber, you know, cheap ideal YouTuber tripod, which is good because I keep doing YouTube. I don't know why, because I ain't making any money. I can't figure it out, but I keep doing it. So this is the tripod. Now I'm going to do a couple of panning shots with the camera. So let me get the camera on here and get it adjusted in place, and you know, we'll get some panning shots and see what it looks like. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of the panning shot. You can see, we're going to check and see if we're in focus. I'm going to pan down, and we're going to see if we can line it up in focus. All right, so I believe we're in focus. Now I've let go of the camera, and then we're gonna pan to the right, pan down. This is one finger. Pan down and pan to the left. See the stability of the camera mount. Make sure everything is nice and stable. So I don't like the camera shaking, and this thing looks like it's going to stop it from shaking. But I'm going to intentionally cause it to shake. So I'm going to be holding it and probably working with it, you know, working around. I'm going to bump into it. All right, so I bumped into it and the back leg lifted. Obviously, that's not something you're going to do, but if you just bump into it a little, you know, you can see that this thing is super stable. I mean, incredibly stable. I'm actually pretty impressed. I was trying to get the best that I could for the buck, and I think I found what is a mammy jammy for this whole deal. So I'm really impressed. It sounds really cool. I got a couple of light bulbs here, and these two are for the inside, below the microwave oven. You know, when you look up above the stove. I've got two of them that I bought that was LEDs from Amazon and they went bad. So I got these. These are 40 watt equivalents. It'll be like 80 watt lamp right on top of the stove. And then these are gonna help the lighting in the studio. And then I got another light for the studio here. This will attach to the back wall. That was very bright and it was a soft light. So I was really impressed with it. And that's gonna go on the back wall. You'll see that here soon enough. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, I pleaded with my wife because I was, I've already broke a camera lens. You know, this lens, when you go outside and you see a spot in the center, it's not because the camera lens is dirty. It's because the camera has fell forward onto stuff when I'm videoing, and it causes damage to the lens, and it's an expensive lens. So I'm gonna open a Patreon for you guys to help support the channel if you want to. You don't have to. What I'm going to do with my Patreon is not going to be beginner. It's going to be more advanced electrical. It's going to be for people that are willing to pay for the knowledge that I'm going to be giving out over there. It's going to be more advanced understanding of electricity. This is type of fun stuff, etc. But when I'm saying more advanced, I'm talking about literally working on heat pumps and how to diagnose them, dealing with 230 volts or 120 volts electrically and stuff like that. And it should be for people that want to see more advanced videos. Those videos will be beneficial. I'm going to explain more specifically how the solar array is wired up directly instead of just grazing over it. I'm going to be more detailed and more specifically, but I'm really happy so far. I've also got something else coming because I wanted to be able to stay in focus easily, and that's coming too. So, I'm showing you some junk on the table and just trying to see how this is going to look. I really hope it's going to be a nice, clean, non-shaky, super stable video filming for you guys. And I hope you guys like it. But the name of this one is Ravelli. And this is the 72-inch tall one. It's got the aligned feet. The other one may have the same head. I don't think it does. It's slightly cheaper than, there's two of them on Amazon. I'll link it in the description below which exactly this one is. But I'm pretty impressed. It's super fluid and smooth. And I'm just doing this with one finger. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll hop off here, edit this video for you guys, and I hope you understand I'm just trying to help the channel put out content for you guys. It's easier because tons of my videos are too shaky to even release, and I apologize. But there's more videos coming up. So you're going to see me put this light up, put these light bulbs in the room back there. These are supposed to be twice as long life LED, and they're dimmable, and they're HD lighting, so it's going to give us better color in the studio room. And these are just for the microwave, because a lot of people's got these microwaves, right? And they don't know to think, hey, I can save money on my electric bill by changing the microwave light bulbs. But the ones I had already went bad, and I'm hoping that these work good. It says non-dimmable, so I'm going to make sure that my wife runs it at full brightness whenever she turns it on, because partial brightness will break them. But these are dimmable. It says dimmable. So remember that. If you get these LEDs for your microwave, you got to either take a note to not put it on the dim mode or run it at full blast, which you're going to have to run it full blast because that's what you're going to have to do. But here is something I want to show you guys. The magnets that I put in those motors, you remember these things I was taking apart? Well, it was a complete failure. sorry. I don't want to make a whole video on why I failed making it. You know, I put 18 magnets in, neodymium magnets in there, and then I took half of them out, and that didn't work. I mean, it's just been a really tough failure for me, and the video is now dead, and it's not going to continue unless I can find some literature on setting up magnets for these motors. But I can assure you, the magnets I bought, I put a positive, negative, 18 coils, 18 magnets, and it made about 10 volts. So there's no possible reason to continue with that. So I'll just leave the magnets the way they are. I'd rather just use a transformer because it ups the voltage, and it doesn't make a ton of power, but it makes power. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm making power. I'm happy with that. This is Philip 20 with solar power, electricity, and electronics. Peace out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. There's lots more content coming. Click the subscribe button below. Make sure you come back for more because there's great content always coming up every day in this channel. See you next time. Peace.